You see a photo and suddenly stop scrolling. You look again and wonder how one moment from the past can still create conversations after so many years. That is exactly the kind of reaction Pam Grier has always inspired. One powerful image, one unforgettable scene, or one bold choice was enough to make people talk. But the real story is not about shock or attention alone. It is about why a certain moment from Pam Grier's career became so memorable, why people still discuss it today, and what it represented in movies and culture. Pam Grier was never just another face on a movie screen. She entered Hollywood and immediately stood out with a presence that was impossible to ignore. During the early years of her career, the entertainment industry was very different. Women, especially Black women, often had limited opportunities and were not always given strong or meaningful roles. Pam stepped into that world knowing the challenges ahead, but she refused to let those limits define her. When people hear discussions about Pam Grier and her bold scenes, many immediately think about controversy or surprise. However, those moments were not random or careless. They were connected to the style of filmmaking during that era, when directors often used daring scenes to create strong reactions and attract audiences. Pam understood the environment she was working in, but she also understood the importance of controlling her own image and choices. Many of these moments appeared in action and drama films where Pam played characters who were confident, fearless, and powerful. She was never simply placed on screen as someone to be watched. Her characters fought, made decisions, and controlled their own stories. The scenes people remember were only small pieces of much larger performances, because what truly stayed with audiences was her strength, personality, and ability to command attention. What made Pam Grier different was her confidence. She carried herself with a sense of control and self-belief that was rare at the time. She did not appear uncomfortable or unsure. Instead, she brought a strong energy to every role she played. For many viewers, especially women, she represented independence and courage. She showed that a woman could be bold, powerful, and in charge of her own identity. Of course, these choices also created conversations. Some people praised her for breaking barriers and challenging old expectations. Others criticized the films and questioned the way women were sometimes shown in entertainment. These debates became part of the larger discussion about representation, freedom, and how society views women in media. Outside of movies, Pam Grier also became a cultural symbol. Her images appeared in magazines, posters, and promotional material, but her influence went beyond appearance. Many fans connected with her because she represented something bigger: confidence, determination, and the idea that people should not be limited by the roles others expect them to play. Over the years, Pam has spoken openly about her career and the choices she made. She understood the difference between being controlled by the industry and making decisions that helped her move forward. That awareness allowed her to build a lasting career in a business where many performers are quickly forgotten. As time passed, audiences began looking back at her work with a deeper understanding. Film fans started focusing more on her acting, timing, emotional range, and the way she transformed characters into unforgettable figures. The bold moments that once created headlines became only a small part of a much bigger legacy. Younger generations of actors and filmmakers continue to see Pam Grier as an inspiration. She proved that being fearless does not mean losing control. Sometimes being brave means understanding your own power and using it wisely. She challenged expectations, opened doors, and helped change the way audiences viewed action heroes and leading women. So the next time you hear a headline about Pam Grier and a famous moment from her past, remember that there is a much bigger story behind it. It was never only about a single image or scene. It was about confidence, strength, breaking barriers, and creating a legacy that continues to inspire people today. Pam Grier was not just creating attention. She was creating history.